Almost at the end of this financial year, this announcement came.
Gross domestic product at market price for the financial year 2011-12 is estimated to grow at 3.2%.
The expectation was 6.7% growth. But underlying this number is what became characteristic of the financial year. Starting with this declaration,
the Bank of Uganda intends to maintain a tight monetary policy stance to curb demand for credit and thus dampen expectations over a period of 6 to 12 months.
That declaration of 6 to 12 months actually made the financial year. Inflation did hit levels of 30% and has been very hard to bring down. But in the determined effort to bring down inflation, trouble began to brew, starting with the traders.
We have resolved that all commercial banks be ordered to return the money of all clients, customers, who borrowed money and their interest was increased without their consent.
Short of that, when it comes to the 10th of January and this is not done, the business community, the teachers and whoever is concerned are going to sit down and close their businesses in protest of this.
Therefore came the traders' strike. The banks had increased their lending rates, as the central bank forced them to do through monetary policy.
Usually taxes are paid using bank loans. So with tightening monetary policy and high interest, that's why we have the big buildup of stocks in the bond.
And those who contribute to those tax revenues, if they are not growing, the tax revenue is very difficult for the tax revenues to grow at the level required for the services to be generated by government.
It's really been a challenging year, of course, with the volatility in the exchange rate. Clearly, where we are now, there are growth challenges that have emerged.
So did the budget deliver the needed growth? No. Inflation continues to be a threat to growth, and going forward, a sticking concern come next budget.
Boosting real GDP growth will require a resumption of private sector credit growth through a gradual reduction of interest rates over the next 6 to 12 months.
You can't ignore completely inflation as you do that. So while growth seems to be the focus now, it is, in my view, going to be a very challenging for governments to balance both sides of the equation.
Therefore, the next budget has got the inflation problem and external European economic risk to deal with, even as it must boost growth, which must not continue to plummet. Samuel Setumba, NTV.